Yerp. What's up, everybody? What's up, Cody? What's up, Melissa? Howdy, howdy. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Wee. All right, as is tradition, downloadable content. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, I've seen this before. Or wait, did I see that on a YouTube video? Cody, what's up? Are you still having trouble with the thing you were talking about? Downloading his mods? First of all, him having that many mods is crazy. Actually, I'm curious as to how many mods I play with. True AI tracks. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't really care if AI leaves tracks. I mean, I guess it's more of a realism thing. Animated object. Ah, I already have a door opener, so I'm fine. Viable GPS? Yeah, but I've seen GPS mods before. Oh, you're saying you have to buy GPS to use steering assist. Ha! That, okay. That's another, what would you call it? Can't think of the word. I guess making it more realistic mod type thing. Rolling contracts? Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. Okay, I think we are all set. You're still waiting on that download? So if you go in here. Name the game save uses to no. Let's see, you can download. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got rid of those. Nope. Here, continue. Yeah, just checking, because I think I went through and like deleted a lot of mods that I didn't need. Because 83 is crazy for me. I think I was like in the 70s, maybe high 60s before. And actually, this garage menu, I really have not been using it a lot lately, and that's my own fault. Let's see. Yeah, it's been late for me tonight. It's 9 at night here. Understandable. I have 25 left, 25 mods left. So Cody, are you still downloading them, or do you not have the space? Either way, that is a lot of mods. And what I'm thinking you're doing is, okay, download. So you're trying to join him and he has that many mods. That's insane. That is insane to be playing with that many mods. In fairness, I guess the number of mods isn't the issue. It's the size of the mods. Because some mods, like, you'll be adding in and they're very tiny. Like, I've downloaded some mods that are like kilobytes, you know, because they don't really change anything. For example, I used to have one, I think, that would sort the, what do you call this? The store. It would sort this store. Actually, no, I still have it. So, for example, everything's sorted by price. Right? I'm not sure if there's a way to do it by the default way. I don't think. Let me check. Because it's sorted by price. But it has like a bunch of different ways you can sort it. But I always do price, since price is like my number one thing. But yeah. Let's see. Let me go ahead and set this here. But yeah, my garage, I don't even have this. Okay, so we're gonna probably, let's see how much stuff we have, because we're supposed to have fertilizer somewhere. I don't know where. Over there. What map are you playing on? This is Nadenthal. It's a really good map. I like it. Very spacious, not a lot of water, the land is cheap. Well, some of the land is cheap. There's definitely, like, I like that it's a good mixture between cheap versus not cheap. Like these spots, oh, come on, pretty cheap to buy, you know, not expensive. But then of course, as we zoom out, you get to these bigger fields that do cost more. Like 113 is probably the most expensive, 770, but nothing costs $1 million, I don't think. I remember there's this one field, I'm not sure if it was Louisiana, I think it was Louisiana that we were playing on. The field cost like 2 million. In fairness, it was really like two fields together, and it had a bunch of equipment and stuff on it. But like, geez, you know, pretty sizable. But I like this. It's a good mixture of different styles of maps. They are kind of blocky, I will say, but I don't mind the blockiness. I'm more okay with that. I'd rather there be blockiness and I can get to everything without like crashing or falling off a cliff or anything. I'd rather be blocky than to have like very unique patterns and circular whatever, like curves and everything. And then there's like these weird ways to get around it. Let's see. I didn't know you were. Didn't know if you. Oh no, I'm not on multiplayer. No. This is a multiplayer. Nathal is my. The main reason I started this because I wanted to make it more challenging for myself. Plus, Blade like helps me out with precision farming since I don't really know what I'm doing. And essentially precision farming does make the game a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult, but it gives me something else to learn and sort of just keeping my noggin for the game. Let's see, I would love to do this map on the server. I was like, it's really nice. It's really nice. Let's see. 3 left. Okay, see? So you had 25, and so it seemed like of the 25 that was originally left, they were like, there was a lot of mods, but they were smaller mods, which is nice. Let's see, do we have fertilizing jobs? We do have fertilizing jobs. I kind of want to wait and do a bigger one. How does the lease cost $9.59? If I accept and burn this contract, do I get charged? I do not. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna probably do. It's to burn one of the fertilizing contracts and just get them out of there. Okay, but we have a lot of fertilizer. I kind of want to go ahead and do the fertilizing stuff. Some were small. Guess what, Doc? Chicken butt. It's always a good guess, I think. Chicken butt's always a good guess. Also, one interesting thing with this map, there are a lot of like hidden maple leaves and things in places. And if you find them, I think they're worth like 10,000 or something. Oh, is this even more fertilizer? Oh, wow. So I have a lot more fertilizer than I expected. Okay. Forgot that I had some at the place. Oh, wait, is that fertilizer or lime? Hold up. No, that is fertilizer. So I have a lot of fertilizer. The mods are done downloading. Congratulations. It only took you, what, probably 30 minutes? It probably took you a hot second. I kind of don't need the... Oh, yeah, I remember why I have these on this map. These are a good, cheap way to do some farming on this map. I actually don't have that many things on here. I put this on here because it's a realistic mod. I think it's actually a giant software mod, I think, if I remember correctly. But I might do... Oh, I can actually get one of... I'm going to level up to this. Because I remember finding this in the shop and I bought it just because it's tiny. I think, does this mow or is this just a... I don't think this is a mower. If it's not a mower, never mind. It's not. But it is kind of cool. So I'm actually going to uninstall this. I don't know why my brain thought this was a lawnmower. Because other than that... Oh, wait. No. I remember what I was going to use that for. For grapes and olives. That's exactly why. I got this one and this thing. Yep. I remember. Never mind. Because I might do grapes and olives on this map. I don't know. We're just trying to figure some things out. What is this? Can you buy fuel from here? Really? Oh, that's neato Dorito. Okay, let's check. Ooh, also something else I need to do. We're going to turn this up to about 10 times speed. The reason being is because we are playing on 7-day months. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're playing on 7 days per month. And so there's no need for me to be at half speed. Because we got to get through these months, you know? While that's ticking up, is there anything I need to do on my farm specifically? I don't think so. I know we have an issue with lime, and I need to lime the field. I think there was 50 mods. Jeez. And I bet none of them were like package mods or anything. And what I mean by package mods, I'm not even sure. Like how this one is a Volvo pack. This one's giant software, but it comes with all this stuff. Kind of cool, actually. Some of the stuff I actually might buy. Actually, I might. Since this is a small farm, I might actually buy a small tractor. Oh. The problem is 32 horsepower doesn't pull much of anything, if we're being honest with ourselves. But actually, I've seen a guy who lives close to me who has something that looks similar to this, but not quite. But it's definitely kind of cool. But 32 horsepower is not going to be a massive amount, you know. But it is cheap. 11,000 is very, very cheap. This one is 140. This one's so. Yeah, we might use some small tractors. Because, for example, like this sucker, 52,000 gives us 140. You see what I'm saying? So, like some of these, they don't give you a lot of horsepower, but this just off rip for 52 gives you, you know. So that's okay. Let's see. Are there contracts we can do for fertilizing? I could do that, but I'd rather use a big thing just because it makes my life a little bit easier. But if not, no. Let's see. What do I have on my list? I got lime the field. You gotta do fertilizing contracts, and then we gotta save up and get the man TGS. Now, as far as lime, since we don't actually own any lime, I wonder. I don't think we have. I think actually no. I think we do. Is this a lime thing? This might be lime, and then this one might be seeds. And if that's the case, I can get rid of those seeds on my thing. I think. Refill station. So it just says refill station, but it doesn't say of what. Liquid refill station. So I think they're types of fertilizer, in which case that's good for me because that means I don't actually have to. Okay, so once we do use the fertilizer and seed, we're good. Be right back. Okay. It's a lot of thinking I need to do. If we don't have any contracts, I'm gonna go. There we go. This is what I needed. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and borrow this. And we are going to accept this one. The reason I'm very adamant about this one, the least cost for some reason, because of the vehicle, this is the Prairie and Plains sprayer, and because of it, one, it uses solid fertilizer as well, which is kind of cool. But on top of that, the least cost, I noticed this last time, is so much cheaper for using this thing. I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason contracts with this vehicle only cost 320 to lease, whereas other ones are like 900. So if you do decide to play this map, just keep that in mind, as long as you have the prayers and playing things. I have the season 1 farming sim pass, which is the reason why I have access to some of this stuff without paying for it. Because I will say, some of these mods, if I didn't have the year 1 pass, would I have paid for them myself? Probably not. If I'm being honest with myself, probably not. That's not me trying to be spiteful in any way or form. It's just let's put it this way: would I have bought the plains and prairies? Probably not. Not because it's not good, but because I don't do these massive fields. Bloweed would definitely like it. Bloweed does really massive, really large, really big fields. I'm not that person. I don't do giant fields like that, or I haven't. I never had the opportunity to. Well, that's not true, because I did field 7 back on Pentai, so it's like I've had the option, but I haven't had quick equipment to do that. For example, in hindsight, I could have used the Nexat pack on field 7 on Pantai. Should I have bought, had I bought it, or I should have just leased it, I definitely could have did that, and that would have helped. Okay, let's get right up in here. Let's see, steering assist, show lines. Let me bag this puppy up. Okay, and let's see, it should be automatic application rate, so we save, and that's another thing, we save so much we save so much on, oh, is it not on? It is on. We save so much on fertilizer doing this, so it's really fantastic. Well, using precision farming, but I think at the end of the day, when I came up with it, solid fertilizer is the ultimate form of fertilizer, or is the best between solid, liquid, slurry, manure, or mulching. Solid's just better. There's more. It's not that there's well, it's not necessarily that there's more equipment. Actually, no, there is. There's technically more equipment that you can use with solid fertilizer than liquid fertilizer. The reason I say that is a lot of your planters or seeders, a lot of them, when it gives you that fertilizer requirement that you can put in there, a lot of the times, I'm almost positive, it is solid fertilizer. So that's another thing that adds to that. But let me get rid of this. It's just solid fertilizer is way more versatile, and the equipment that you can use it in is also cheaper. Sprayers, not so much. Sprayers aren't that cheap. They're very useful, but the part that doubles down and makes it just as, I'm gonna say just as bad, sprayers are like standalone appliances, standalone equipment. So if I'm fertilizing or herbiciding a field, I'm doing it as a standalone thing. You know, I'm not, man, this thing turns on a dime. I'm gonna hit that tree. Thing turns on a dime though. But it's very standalone equipment, so it ends up becoming a situation of, if you're going to use the sprayer, it's like by itself, like you can't use it otherwise. And I wonder, could you use the sprayers, like the big sprayers, to spray grapes and vines and stuff? Because that is one thing I will say that sucks about doing a vineyard of any kind, whether it be olives or grapes. The equipment just stinks. Like all the equipment is tiny and very cumbersome to use. Doc, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Grab that section. Finished. I think we're going through this field pretty quickly, which is good. And since we've already paid the cost, actually, I think the sun's about to go down in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the lights just so we can have them up. But yeah, if I'm looking down here for grapes and olives, I like how it has its own section. You got this and this. This one does grapes and olives, which is good. This one does just olives. Yeah, this one would be better. Engine size? Oh my gosh. Oh, you can configure it to do one or the other, but it doesn't do both by default. It's still better. 272, still cheaper than 306. So I think I downloaded the wrong one. What do you mean? You tried to get into the wrong server, so you downloaded all the wrong stuff? Because that's what it sounds like you're saying. Wow. So that means now, so to play with your friend, you're gonna have to delete a lot of stuff. It's not gonna take super long, to be honest, to uninstall, especially with console. It's just you've wasted some time. Don't worry, that pain sucks. So this one's only grapes. Okay, the cool part about this one though, it also fertilizes. So thank you, Giant Software, for that. The fact that this one does grapes and it sprays at the same time. No, it doesn't. It can just be used as a sprayer. But the simple fact that it's a multi-row sprayer, I'm gonna be honest, does make it nice. The simple fact that it's a multi-row sprayer is very, very nice. That's actually very, very good. So that does speed up the process should I want to do grapes, because that is one thing that for me is annoying. It's just the time consumption of doing grapes. Now another thing, wrong way. Another thing that bothers me. So now you have it to where you can fertilize them quickly, which is good. Very, very good. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. Let's see, it should go. There it goes. The problem we're gonna have is when you come to tools, you can only, let's say, mulch or crush crop stubble. You can only do that on one row. And it doesn't even do a fantastic job of it, but, or at least it did in FS22. Then this prepares the field for the next sowing. It could be used instead of a plow. A pre-pruner is used after the harvest to prepare the vines for next year. And this only works on one row. I already know that. Manure spreaders improve the harvest of your field. This tool is perfectly... Okay. This is something that wasn't a thing in FS22. The fact that it does spread up to 8 meters does make it pretty good. However, 8 meters is really only... Okay, so if you take a sprayer and go down the middle in between 2 rows, that gets you 2 rows. Even though you still gotta do the opposite side too, but it really gets you 2 rows. I am hungry. With it being 8 meters, it means you could get 4. The problem, and the thing I really don't like, it requires manure. And that stinks. No pun intended. But it is a bit annoying. I think I am still going to follow Bloweed's logic of just lease everything on this map. What does it look like on the inside right now? Ooh. It's a nice little sky. Just because right now we are tight on money. And even once we do harvest the grass, I'm not seeing it make us a boatload of money. Not at least the first harvest. So we gotta slowly build our way up. So this extreme start is gonna, like, we're playing hard econ. Let me back up. Hard econ with precision farming and 7-day. Dear Lord. It is gonna be difficult. I think once we get going though, it's definitely gonna be pretty easy. I think. But I'm questioning if I want to do grapes again. And that I'm not sure of. Or olives. And I think what's gonna be the game breaker for me, not the game breaker, but the decision maker for me is going to be facilities. Which facilities are already on the map? Bakery, cereal. See, that's the thing, I've never actually done cereal, and so I might. Ooh, a lot of oils. Might do, yeah, I could do this. Mustard oil. Yeah, I could do oils. And sugar, especially now that I understand the speed of sugar beets and how to make sugar that way. Sugar beets, way easier, way better than sugar cane. So for anyone who is considering trying to get sugar, that is, you know, something to just keep in mind. Let's see. Wait, was looking at this. And you could do regular ones, which try to figure out which is better. I would say sugar beet cut is better because 3 sugar, 5, that's 60%. Or we should do by reduction. Yeah, we should do by reduction. This is almost a 50% reduction. Whereas this is 2, 5, about 40%. So sugar beet cut is going to be better. Actually, the question becomes then, well, one, which is faster, but then also on top of that issue, I'm giving up. I'm not joining him anymore. Oh, don't give up. What do you gotta do? You gotta go through, you just gotta delete the mods that the stranger server that you were trying to join. So every mod that looks weird, just delete it, and then ask your friend to send you an invite. So I would just go through your mods, your downloaded mods, and whichever ones like are blatantly not something that you would play, go ahead and get rid of those. And then beep beep, where are we going? 44. And then driving across the field, whichever mods are like blatantly not yours, go ahead and get rid of those. Let me go first person. Yeah, a bit easier to see. Just instantly go ahead and uninstall those. Ask your friends, because I'm assuming your console, ask your friend to send you an invite, and that way you know exactly which. I'm not sure if that's actually how Giant Software works as far as console playing. I don't know, but I would assume he would be able to send you an invite and you'd be able to instantly like join that way, if that makes any sense. So you're not having to search for his save. But I will say this from past experience, trying to join a friend's save file does it is some work. It is some work. It just is. Thank you, Stream Elements. Oh, this is our field right here. Go on down here. Wait, so that the original one you were on was the right one. Because if that's the case, what happened? Just want to make sure I get this. There it goes. But looking at this, we could definitely do sugar mill. Some of the mods said unavailable. Wait, is the person you're joining a PC player? Because I think I understand exactly what's happening. I think. Also, the fact that everything takes honey, jeez. So if I want to do cereal, I can't use sugar. And then to even do this, I would have to. Do I even really want to make cereal? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Do I? And even if I do, I'm probably gonna do long grain rice just because it's easier. Oh, I have crashed. Whoops, I have crashed yet again. I have crashed yet again. Oh, I have crashed. Okay, you know what? Hold up. Okay, let me get out of the way of this tree. There we go. Beep, beep, go. Go, go, Power Rangers! Turn back around. Let's see. He said he's console. Then I'm confused how he's playing with unavailable mods. Oh, unless they're mods that the original person has taken down or there were some issues. That could make sense, I think. What's up, Bloid? Let's see. Yo, I didn't know you were streaming. I'm streaming. Now, the question is, I'm still trying to decide on whether or not I'm going to stream tomorrow. Not really sure about that one. Because, okay, essentially what I'm doing this week for everybody who's watching, I'm just testing, again, like I've been doing, testing different stream times just to see sort of which ones work best for people, which ones work best for me. That's the main thing. Because I will say, although the streams we were doing last week and I think the week before were more convenient for you guys, it wasn't for me, only because it's smack dab in the middle of my day. Actually, I wouldn't even say in the middle. It's like this weird, we'll say middle, because for me it would start at 12:30 and then go to 2:30, which means if I want to go to the gym, I have to go before, because after that I would have something else to do. Well, for example, like Tuesdays and Thursdays where I would have rugby, I would have to do something beforehand, which studying in this case. I would have to study and then stream, and then I would have to like abruptly or quickly get off of streaming to go do whatever the heck else I needed to do. I say heck else, but and it was just whatever. So I'm just trying to find best times. I don't want to go too late. Like for example, right now, I think this time might be semi decent, maybe. So it's 3 o'clock, or it was 3 o'clock the time I started, which for Melissa puts her at 9 p.m., which isn't terrible. I think this is better for her than when I was streaming at 6:30 and then she's like having to watch at 12:30, you know. Oh, I did not mean to do that. You know, so I think this is better, you know. But I also do understand that some people, I don't know. We'll get to that. Oh, she sent me a picture. I haven't even checked. What do you need to study for? Teaching the youth to divide by zero. I've given up on that venture. Kids dividing by zero, just, they can't do it. They keep trying. It's like, you can't do that. But no, I have my CPT test next Tuesday. I think next Tuesday, my certified personal trainer test, because I'm gonna do certified personal training. I figured as far as a career, which I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. Well, actually I did think about it. I just didn't stick with it. Well, I can't even say stick with it. I didn't truly pursue it, but I love being in the gym, and for the most part, at least in the gyms I go to and the people I interact with, everybody's really cool. Like, I haven't seen that internet social media stuff where people are like yelling or roid rage. Like, I've met guys who are on roids and they're open about it and they'll tell you, but none of them have had, or at least none of the guys I know who take it had roid rage in the gym. And also, one of the dudes, he gave like an insight. He says he doesn't, I always thought like it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger days where anybody who's on drugs does it in the gym. No, he says he does it at home. Didn't know that. Learned that from him. I don't do PEDs. I can't, because I get drug tested. And even if I didn't, I still wouldn't. I'm the only drugs, I'm gonna be honest, that I take, Advil. I don't think we count vitamins as drugs, but I will say I do take Advil for, does cough medicine count? Okay, so those two things would be it. It needs a new acronym. You don't like CPT? Sounds like child pred and All right, so yeah, we need a new name. CPT. We're gonna throw that one out, even though that is its formal title. We're gonna figure out something else. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just say a trainer. because everybody, and that's actually the weird part. The only reason I knew this is because one of my friends from college, who graduated the year before I did, he is a trainer, but there's so many different things, right? Like he graduated with his degree in this stuff or whatever, but he has like so many different titles. I say so many, I think it's like 3 different titles, and I think he's also, I can't remember what it is. I don't think it's CNC. I think CNC is child nutrition coach or something like that, but he has this thing where like he's allowed and actually gets paid to be a physical therapist. Wait, physical therapist? Physical therapist for students in a school. And I think physical therapist is the correct word. I don't really know, but yeah, he has this degree and all this stuff. I don't care too much. If I do go back to take get like another degree type thing for this, if I actually end up enjoying CPT, I will being a trainer, I will probably get CNC. Oh, CNC it's not nutrition, I don't think. I don't remember, but there's one that's supposed to be for corrective movements to help people who like are trying to go in the gym or who are in the gym, but like they're sore, they hurt a certain way, blah, blah, blah. And so there's limitations. I also want to be able to do that. I want to help people move as best they can and reach their goals in the gym, which I think everybody can. It's just, I think some people, and I don't blame them because I was like this originally, the gym is way more fun if you have someone to talk to interact with. Going by yourself, it can be done, but it's definitely intimidating for newer people, and it's also, what's the word, difficult, because you don't know if you're doing something right. You don't have spotters for certain exercises unless you just start asking random people, which I do know how that also feels. Asking people to spot you is kind of weird. Well, not weird, like I don't think anybody I've ever asked to spot me has hesitated to spot me, but I can understand how other people, if they were to ask other people to spot them, they might feel uncomfortable because it may or may not be like heavyweight or whatever. But I don't know, maybe my mind is weird for going there. You're probably not the only one. If you thought of it that quickly, you're probably not the only one. Let's see. Kinesthesiologist. Kinesthesiologist. I always have trouble pronouncing it. Me no good with big words. Words no big. Big words mad. Oh wait, what the flip of frack am I doing? You know what? We're just gonna do this. Yep. Nothing to see here. Ignore that mini map that my face is in front of, because that pattern was ugly. Let's see. I never smoke at the gym. Earbuds. I never smoke at the gym. Earbuds in and go. I go workout plans from a guy at work. Kinesiologist. I never spoke at the gym. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, actually, I can't say I started out that way. I'm going to be honest. I didn't start out that way. Me and my brothers, or at least me, I'll just say me, I've been in and out, like on and off the gym, like even when I was younger. I think when I like, even before middle school, even though I wasn't in the gym, I was at home lifting weights because my dad had weights at home. And so when I would like bounce back and forth from the gym, yeah, I would go in by myself. But then at a certain point, my brother became old enough and we started working out together. And that's when he like looked his best. Like when me and him were working out and we were pushing each other, it was the best. Cause we, since we're related, we sort of know about where each of our thresholds are. So we could really push each other, to certain, I wouldn't say extremes, but pretty far. And, you know, not have to worry too much. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and collect this one. Get us some money. Let's see, next field, 34. So go down to the right. Okay. But I just go and hack dogs to the gym. It is working. Thank y'all. But I think, let's see, this November I would have been at this for 8 years, as far as just lifting consistently in the gym. And if there's one thing I've learned on this journey, have fun, watch YouTube videos. Let's see, which brother was playing on stream with you? The one with 1 or 2 A's in the name? Alex, the one with 1. Yeah, the youngest of us, he was the one playing. My second, like the brother who's like 2 years younger than me, he was the one lifting weights with me. The reason my youngest wasn't is because he is the basket. Oh, that was so weird. Okay. He was the basketball player. So what the heck? So he didn't want to lift weights because he feared it would mess up his shot, which it's hard for me to tell a basketball player or any, well, no, we'll say basketball player or even baseball, that lifting will not mess, we'll say basketball specifically, that lifting will not mess up your shot, because I wasn't the best shooter. Like, could I score? Yeah, of course. But I would also say I wasn't the best 3-point shooter. So it's hard for me to say for sure. But one thing I noticed, if you look at like pro athletes and their workouts, they're definitely not going as heavy as I would make those athletes go, if that made any type of sense. Because in my head, I'm like, you're not actually getting any, like, you're not getting too strong doing some of these like celebrity workouts, as far as, I'll say celebrity, but pro athletes, not pro athletes, but okay, let's put it this way. I watched LeBron do some of his workouts some years ago. No knock against LeBron, but his fitness coach and how he was doing some of his quarter squats, I was like, either there's a biomechanic issue or his coach is stupid. But also, you're working with LeBron. Like, he kind of doesn't really, like, LeBron, if anything, he can just do touch-ups. Like, it's LeBron. Not really much you can tell the dude. Because even without you, he's still gonna be just strong. Like, that's just genetics for him. So let's see, and do you tell one that that they done messed up? Oh, for sure, you messed up, AA Ron, you messed up. Have you seen there's a comedic thing, I don't know the full name of the video, but I think it's like the assassination of Abe Lincoln, and it's like the true thing. It's funny. I don't really fully know if that's actually the title, but I think it's like the assassination of Abe Lincoln. Kind of funny. Not kind of, it's very funny. I like it. Anyway, how's your day going? My day is going splendid. How's yours going, Cody? Whoa, name drop. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Nobody's gonna find them. And if they do, I think my brothers would appreciate the hype anyway, I guess. Especially since one loves posting on TikTok. You know what I do in basketball? I don't know if it's like a thing, but if I need, let me stop right. Let's see. But if I need to get around someone, I dribble the ball down and give it the backspin so you can dribble out in front of, around someone. and the ball usually bounces up instead of forward. Oh, I do know what you're saying. So when you're dribbling the ball, you put some backspin so it comes more up as you're moving forward. No, that's a thing. Actually, as a matter of fact, Kyrie Irving does something. He doesn't, no one does it. Like, no pro athlete does it all the time, but in very particular situations where he's trying, like, he's small, he's 6 foot something, but I think he's 6 foot even, actually. But him compared to other NBA athletes, he's not super tall, but when he's like weaving like in between them, there are times where you can see the ball is actually spinning back towards him instead of just doing your traditional up and down, because if you sort of bounce the ball too far out and forward, the ball is going to keep going forward. But if you do put a little bit of backspin, it stays closer to you. But he doesn't do that all the time. I can't say typically because I haven't watched him in like a year, but I'm thinking he's doing it to catch people reaching. As a taller, I'm not that tall, but watching taller athletes, if they're going up against someone who's shorter, they reach a lot. And that's not in just basketball, that's football, rugby. Like, if they have to get down low to stop the person, they'll just reach or swat at it. And so by doing that, he can sort of like push it out in front of him, but not really. Like, to him, yes, the ball is going to everybody watching him, the ball's going out in front, but I don't think he's actually, if you see him do a full court like sprint, the ball's going pretty far, but when he's doing it close, it's not like, he's still pushing it forward, but the ball is staying tighter. It's weird to explain, but anyway, change where the ball should go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like, it's very interesting because it's one thing to keep your hand on top of the ball and dribble straight down. Everybody does that, but one thing he will do is like, he's still pushing it out in front, but it gets people reaching a lot, and people reach on him a lot. But he's also very, very fast. Steph Curry is also really good at it. Like, how they dribble forces people to reach for the ball a lot. But then Steph Curry is also very shifty. Also, here's the thing, and I have mixed feelings about Steph Curry. Would I say he's the greatest shooter of all time? Yes. His records prove that. Greatest three-point shooter of all time. You can't really debate that. However, would I say he's the best ball handler of all time? That is where I'm not entirely sure. When Golden State's like peak era, a lot of the plays are sort of ran around Steph Curry just without the ball, running through traffic until he could get the ball. So at that point, the dude is probably tired or too far like off of him to do a whole lot. And then even when he does start dribbling, I think a decent chunk of the time, not a lot, but some of the time, it's like he's running his man into a screen or something, or into like, essentially he's using his teammates as screens, whether or not they're setting a pick or not. Which is fine. You're supposed to do that. Fine. But I still would say Kyrie's the greatest ball handler of all time. Uh-oh. What happened? Time allowed for contract ran out. Expired. Now I wonder. Forgot about that. Don't mind. Can I still keep this equipment though? Because like, I've completed it. You know, since it's technically a new day, which is why all these contracts are refreshing. But is there a rule saying I have to return this? Like, I'm just trying to finagle the system here, but is there a rule that says I have to return this? And I'm not going to if I don't have to. I need to go this direction. You should try throwing a ball off a tall height. Throw a backspin on it and it will curve out. Forward spin curves towards the wall. Yeah, actually, and that's actually really cool. I think I saw, ooh, was it Dude Perfect do something like that? And I've also seen, like, I've seen a decent amount of people, let's see guys, squeeze through here, of channels do stuff where they're dropping, like there's that one channel where they were dropping stuff onto a trampoline, of which one time they dropped an anvil. I think they've also dropped watermelons. But yeah, when you are dropping a basketball from, or just any ball, from a tall height, if you put backspin on it, it actually goes forward. And if you put forward spin, it actually goes towards the thing that's under you, towards the wall, which is actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna come over here and drop this stuff. That's the channel. How ridiculous. Yes. Yeah. See, I knew I was thinking of something. Beep. Okay, just in case it makes me turn in that contract. I don't think it's going to, but I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't care if I lose the money for this, but I do want to see if I can just hold that equipment, because if I can avoid paying $320 every time. Not really like that's a big deal, but I'd rather do that if I can. Cool. The fact that the lights automatically turn on. Awesome. We'll fast forward till 7:30. I need some agua, of which I'm running out of. Burb. BRB. Let's see. Did we keep that machine? Are you serious? What about the contract? Did it expire? Finagle the system. And did we got fertilizing contract? We do. Finagled the system. Oh yeah. This is exactly what we're about to do. Okay. Well, since we know how to finagle it now. So as long as you've completed the contract, you can still get the money for it. But my main thing is just turning in the equipment, because now we can just hold on to it. Don't have to worry about it. Just fan-stinking-tastic. Fan-stinking-tastic. I might try 2 o'clock. Happy birthday today. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday if it is. I did not know that. I seriously might do. I don't know. I want to find a time that works best for everybody. But if I do 2 o'clock, that's 8 o'clock there. Which isn't bad. I don't know. And that's another thing. When I start being a trainer, as far as that schedule, how's that going to work? Especially combined with rugby. Not me, you. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. Let's go this way. Let's see, where's the next contract? Oof, that's a ways down there. But the fact that I can just essentially forever borrow this equipment is nice. And you don't have to pay the leasing cost either. That's kind of nice. Because essentially I don't have to pay the leasing cost until I turn in the contract. And technically they're just taking it out of the money they're supposed to give me. Which is kind of nice. I do need to buy a tractor though. And according to what I wrote down, I'm buying a MAN TGS, not a tractor. Which I'm not sure if that's going to be a good thing. But the Man TGS, it does have a front attachment, does have a back attachment. Ooh, maybe not the Man TGS because I am playing with crop destruction on. However, I am only taking out grass. So I don't have to worry about crushing grass, which is good. Plus the Man TGS is a smaller machine. Is this the field right here? Oh, bet. Oh, bet. I see why this is only 300 and something. Glad I didn't lease the equipment for this. I'm just gonna freehand this one. I'm just gonna run through their house real quick. Yep. Oh, that's a tree. Yep. That's a tree too. Oh no, it's just bush. And this contract is done. Easy piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake. Okay, on to the next field, which is field 32. That one will also be kind of quick. I mean, why what? Why what? Cody, I also think you get my stuff like pretty delayed. I wouldn't say super, but I think you see me probably about a minute after I've said something. I think. But that's just YouTube stuff. I don't know why. 'Cause I think when I tested with Blowheat, I think the delay between when Blowheat sees what I say, I think it's like 30 something seconds. I feel like 15 seconds or 5 is like no. I think 10 seconds is like default, the lowest you can go. And that's just because there's filters running in the background to like if someone says anything super inappropriate, there's time to sort of like screen that stuff out. So I think that is why. But yeah. Beep, beep. And go. But we are going to rack up some money. Maybe not a super amount of money. So that is something I need to be aware of. But, you know, we need the funds, so. Oh, that's a tree. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Back up this way. Spin this way. Go like this. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that piece of cake. But yeah, we should be able to finish this field pretty quickly, I think. Which is good for me. Because all we need is money. That's all we need is money. I'm not even sure why I need the money. So I might return this just so I can start harvesting grass. Because I really do want to see that little machine in action. Especially on a field that small, it shouldn't be too terrible, I don't think. I do like how with precision farming the field changes color. I'm not sure if that's just precision farming or if that's I think that's changed, because I think even on normal mode with that precision farming, I think it still does the fertilized like overlay and things, which is kind of cool. Not entirely sure. Let's see, turn this way. We'll just go back this way. And the thing is, we still have so much fertilizer left. Like 5,000 something liters of fertilizer. Like that's fantastic in my opinion. I need to check on my farm to see if it's been not turning around very fast. Oh. I need to check to see if my farm needs to be deet. Oh, I forgot it doesn't. Okay, hold up. It doesn't show. It doesn't show fertilizer like that. And that's one thing I gotta remember. Let's test the delay. Okay. Let's see. I am going to start it. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. As soon as you can barely hear the horn. Okay, this is what we'll do. As soon as I pull up this map, that's when you start counting. So like if I do this, okay, this is when we're gonna start counting. Okay, so I'm gonna start it in 3. Well, hold on. Let me get a timer too, because I wanna check, because I also want to know the delay when you type to me as well. Okay, so I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the timer is going on my end, and so by the time you get it, you'll get a time, and then by the time I get your message, because it's going to run through filters, we can subtract the difference. We can figure out not only the delay when you get the message, but the delay at when the message comes back. Experiment. Thing is, I got to be paying attention, because in order for this to be exact, I got to pay attention and make sure I get the time pretty accurate. Oh, you messed up. Okay, you said hold up. You messed up. However, about 45 seconds. I mean, we could do it again if you'd like. I can do it again. Hold up. Let me reset this. Okay. So I'm about to pull up the map again. Okay. And as soon as I pull up the big map, that's when we're going to start. I'm going to give a countdown. So I'm going to pull up the map in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the clock has started. Finished. Why am I driving around in circles? Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go back and try to put some fertilizer on my field just to check, because there is no because of this, because of precision farming, there isn't a fertilizer overlay. That's a big gap. Okay, can we drive straight across this? Oof, I don't trust this. Because if we try to do the reset, oh no, there's a road up here. We just take the road like a normal human being, or crash into a tree. The tree is fine. You know, people crash into trees all the time. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Don't know why people crash into trees. Okay, on our way back. On our way back. Let's see. Are you saying no? No, not saying you. No, actually, Melissa, your thing is you're in danger of driving into water. My danger is trees. My danger is tree. Eat. Okay, we are here. Okay, let's see. Do we have... Okay, it's showing nitrogen, but I'm not sure if this is good or bad. Oh, I can only use this for contract work. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. But it looks like it's in good. It says target reach, so I think it's fine. Ugh, what was the time of the delay? 2 minutes 30 seconds. Well, by the time you wrote back, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So pretty big delay. Pretty big. When we all back on multiplayer, let's see, if I'm gonna be back on multiplayer, it will probably be Wednesday. We still got so much fertilizer. Let's see which contract has the least. That one, so we will collect that one, and we will collect that one. Any more fertilizing contracts? Oh no, there's no more fertilizing. There's so many harvesting ones, so many. And if there was a mowing one like right near me, I would take it, but I don't think there is, so I'm not gonna do those. Okay, that's when I'll be back. I want this map on the server. LOL, the fields are amazing and the map just looks good. Well, we gotta finish the other one. We're not finished, but I hate that plow so much. Spraying what? Oh, herbicide. Because we already have the equipment. Do I really? I mean, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Hold up. Which sprayer is better? If I'm gonna do sprayers, because that's gonna be the ultimate thing. Okay, this one goes out to see the 2736 versus this one, which is 2740. Okay, so it won't matter one way or the other. I do actually like these things. They're really neat as far as precision farming, because the distance that they cover is really good for not very much price either. Now you can't go as fast. That stinks. And we can try precision farming or whatever it is called, but people would have to talk me through it. Bro, I don't understand it. No, we're not putting precision farming on. That's not gonna happen. I don't even understand it. I don't even understand what's going on. Like, to be honest, like if you look at like how my field looks like at this moment, I don't know what it means. Like at the top left says nitrogen mineral fertilizer application. I don't know. Like all I know is that these machines have like sensors on them that sense the ground, and they say it's all right. I'm not sure if that's good or not, but I don't know. I genuinely don't. Let's see. Let's just unload this. What I'm gonna do, I am going to go ahead and turn in this contract since there's no more fertilizing ones. Oh wait, here's some. Do I really need 4,000? Do I though? Might as well. I might as well just run this thing ragged just for money's sake. Keep playing FS22 or go to GTA 5. The question is, were you ever able to play with your friend? If not, GTA 5 is my vote. But if you're able to play with your friend, keep playing. No, yeah, GTA 5. That was fast. That response was much faster. That was not too delayed. Like that was like almost instantaneous. I don't know, I feel like YouTube just lags sometimes. I don't know. I know Twitch does sometimes. Okay, we're gonna I'm gonna do these last 2 fields, and then I need to cut some grass. I want to actually use this the thing to cut the grass. Now, the one interesting part is this is supposed to be like an extreme playthrough where I'm playing with 7-day months, but when I think about it, I don't really feel the 7-day aspect. The only way I could feel the real 7-day aspect is if I had set it to like 0.5 and if I had set the time scale to 0.5 or 1, we'll just say 1 for real time, and I wasn't allowed to fast forward or skip time, that would make this harder. It would also become very dull very quickly because all I would be doing is contracts, which is why I'm trying to finish this one contract so I can start doing some grass, because we need to rack up some money. We need to start making some dinero here. Okay, story mode or online, especially if you can get into a role-playing server. I've never been one, so I'm actually kind of jealous if anybody can. I don't know how to, but I'm not even sure if that's a thing for console, but I'm gonna pretend like it is because in my head it makes sense. I could actually turn that off. I don't know why I had that on so much. Beep. Bag it up. Ooh, I've also been playing CarX Street. I started playing last night. I've gotten 3 hours into it. Not gonna lie, I'm loving the game. I haven't even really done anything, but I'm enjoying the game. So the thing that I'm liking about wait, what could I do online? Weren't you still trying to rack up money for a submarine? You gotta get to the grind. You gotta get to the grind, my guy. You gotta rack up that money. Yeah, you gotta rack up the money, dude. You gotta get to work. And actually, that's sort of my thing with Farming Simulator. I don't mind the slow and steady grind. However, I have to be cognizant. Don't even know how to spell cognizant. Cognizant. C-O-G-N-I. Cognizant. C-O-G-N-I. S-E-N-T? Cognizant? I don't think that's right. Spelling is not my strong suit, clearly. But yeah, like I could spend all day working on like a small field. Ooh, lavender. But I also have to realize, hey, not everybody's gonna be watching the same thing go on for like 8 streams. Like when I was doing timber on Pantai, like geez, that took forever. It's also because I didn't have an autoloader. So I was doing wood chips. Now, in fairness, I'm proud of that because that made it like I've gotten really good at loading wood chips by hand without the Devourer mod. But you can definitely use the Devourer mod, and it's actually faster. It's a whole lot faster. But yeah. Let's see, Melissa. How's the best way to make money? Oh yeah, she knows. She plays GTA. I can't really say I do. Ooh, on top of CarX Street, I've also downloaded Fortnite. I downloaded Fortnite Thursday, so I have access to Fortnite and CarX Street. Yeah. And so I'll be able to play some of those games. Dude. This feels gonna be quick, ain't it? Oh yeah, pretty quick. Pretty quick. Okay. Once is she here? She probably is, but isn't at the same time. She does, so if anything, I'm guessing she's playing me on her TV, and so she's probably walked away to do something, and she'll probably be right back. That's usually what happens. Yeah, but as soon as we finish this contract, we're gonna fast forward a lot so we can start doing grass, because now we're September 1st, so we've started our 7 days thing. Is our grass even ready to go? Hold up, because I doubt that it is. There's no way it is. It usually takes 3 months, I think. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Ooh, the growth stage is, it looks pretty darn good. It's not ready to harvest, but ooh. So our nitrogen is good. Our pH is bad. So we're gonna try to put some pH on the field, which I think you can do that with lime. We're gonna try to do that. Hopefully it fixes. We've just been wasting stuff. Actually, and that's another cool part. This thing does not waste fertilizer. Like if you're just sitting there, which is kind of cool. Because it's sensing the ground and everything, which is very, very cool. Very, very cool. I'm gonna try to freehand some of this. But we'll go back, we'll put lime down and then start the fast forwarding. I need to remember that. Actually, I think I have it written down on my thing. I just haven't done it yet. Eat, turn around. Yeah, because I'm freehanding this a little bit. And that should be good. But Cardex Street, from my first impressions, I mean, again, I've also played CarX Drift Racing, but CarX Street, I'm going to be honest, I already like it better than CarX Drift Racing. What happened? No. How do you only have 11? How do you only have about 12,000 bucks? I thought you were, oh, you died in that heist. That's what it is. I would just keep spamming the easy heist over and over again. Cause you gotta grind for the money, man. You gotta grind for it. But CarX Street, I think, is already better than CarX Drift Racing. Oh, you spent it. Okay. What did you spend it on? But CarX Drift Racing, it wasn't open world. CarX Street is open world. So already right there to me, as far as a driving game where I'm trying to drift or race, is already better in that sense because it's open world, depending on how they do it. Because Forza Horizon has been botching the last few. And so going into it, how can I explain this? In CarX Street, just like in CarX Drift Racing, even if you don't want to race or drift, you can just drive around in that one, as compared to CarX Drift Racing, where in order to just drive around, you have to play on one of the maps, which is restrictive, right? It's restrictive. Whereas open world, you're not as restricted. Of course, you're restricted to the map that they designed for you, but it's much, much, much larger. Similar to the Crew 2 or the new one, the Crew Motorfest or something like that, or I think that's what it's called. You're not as restricted. On top of that, the racing in CarX Drift Racing, the part that made it bad, in my opinion, I wouldn't say bad, but limited, is that if you wanted to race in that game, you couldn't. So you could race on the tracks and everything, but there were for sure some tracks that were suited more to drifting than actually racing. Like that was just hands down. There were some tracks that were just for sure, no, you're drifting on this track. You're not really racing. Drifting is going to be your go-to, right? And because of that, I don't think many people in CarX Drift Racing actually did the racing aspect of the game. However, starting out with CarX Street, you're starting out driving, you're starting out racing, and I like that. I'm okay with that, and then I gradually get into the drifting part of it, you know, especially since drifting is more of a style type game, not a hey, just beat them there. And it's not an issue, it's just if you're not good at drifting, sometimes you want other stuff to do, or maybe you just want a break from drifting but you still want to drive. The fact that as soon as the race is over, I'm back on the street and I can just drive like normal, or I could teleport to the next place or drive to the next place, I like that. Similar to the crew 2, if you want to do a certain race, you can drive all the way there. You could also fly all the way there, and this, that, and the third. I think I still have the crew 2 installed. I just don't think I've played it in forever. But the one thing I do like about CarX Street, they have a wide assortment of vehicles, which is really nice. But CarX Street, I am liking it better. I haven't used the sport, whatever you call it, fuel. I haven't really used any new tires. I've only driven with 2 cars in the game, and I'm trying to figure out which cars like I like and want to chase after. Same thing I did in CarX Drift Racing. I tried to figure out which vehicles I like the best, and you know, that I visually like, and those were the ones I tried to save up for and go after. What's up, Gibbles? I'm back. Race tires are a game changer. I just haven't gotten. I've only played like 3 hours in the game. I've done more racing than I have drifting. But I have been power sliding like crazy just for fun. Also, when your tires wear down, kind of funny. I kind of like them. Because you do start sliding unnaturally well, not unnaturally, but you do start sliding when, yeah. Anywho, let me get over here into me house. Oh, it just spawns me in me house. I like it. Wait, doesn't this go into my house? Yeah, I like it. Wait, isn't that? Wait. Is this how I change my? How do I change the way the decoration looks? How do I change that? Salami lid with the salami. I don't think you can. Open up. We're gonna go here. We're gonna fast forward to the next day because I don't have anything. Oh no! I almost made a mistake. I'm not supposed to do that. Let's see. Race tires are a game changer. Even big drifters don't use race tires. They use street for drift. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because the cars I'm using, they like default to sport. I think it goes street, sport, race, and then elite. Something like that. I don't remember. Go to the gas station. You can buy tires there. You changed it. Oh, I changed the way this looked. Oh, wait, I did. Interesting. I leave it there. Okay, but I need to put lime down the field, so let me grab. Oh, yep, almost forgot. I can grab this guy, and we're gonna lease him for the cheap. And then, wait, how much does he weigh? I forgot that fast. 306 kilograms. It doesn't say how much horsepower I need to pull it, but considering it only weighs 306 kilograms, I'm going to go with a small tractor. And let's see. Ooh, let's use this guy, or we can use this guy. I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, kind of want to use this color. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I don't even think this guy's gonna be able to pull it, but if I'm able to like line my field for less than, what would you say, $1,000 least cost, not bad. Plus, look at this thing. This thing only costs like 11,000 outright, but it does not back up fast. 2 miles per hour backup. Okay. But can we pull this thing? Oh yeah, we can pull it. Look at that. The spreader is bigger than the stinking tractor almost. Now I wonder, is there lime in this? I'm not trying to put fertilizer in it. Because I'm gonna be upset if it is fertilizer, but it looks like fertilizer. But oh no, we can put, okay, perfect. Okay, we're just gonna fill this thing up. Oh Lord. Okay, so this, okay, definitely need to lower this down. Yeah, it's too heavy. We got a big chunky boy back here. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Look at him go. Okay, so this is how we're gonna drive when we need speed. Okay, we're just gonna keep. We're just gonna slowly turn, slowly turn, slowly turn. Go forward some, turn. Go forward some, turn. Go forward some, turn. Go forward some, turn. Yeah. Why am I making this so complicated? I don't know. You know what? No. I do like this though, but no, that's just not gonna work. Not gonna work. Okay. Let's see. Return this. Okay, so let's find a bigger guy. I think this guy might do a better job. Now, one thing that's also I need to keep like in mind of, I need this. I need this thing. Right? Apply more percent. Does this also do lime or no? I don't know if this does lime or not. And that's my main issue. I don't own one, not yet. We don't have a massive amount of money yet. With a crop sensor, you can measure the real nitrogen uptake of the crop, but we can't do. Does this work with lime? Or somewhat? Oh, did not know that. Does this dude have it? Yes, he does. Okay, did know that. Wait, so are these the same thing? The Pro Compacts? Oh, just one actually goes on the thing. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Is this the cheapest one? What's the cheapest one? Does this guy have it? Nope. The mods don't. No, wait, this guy does. He's expensive though. I'm gonna try to see if we can use. We can't use him, which I need to uninstall that because I thought that was a mower for the longest, and it's not a mower. Actually, no, I'm not gonna install it because that's for grapes and olives. That's the reason I'm keeping it. Forgot. In case I ever decide to do grapes and olives. Let's see. More mods will have it in the future. Yay. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see. The Isaria Pro Compact detects the real nitrogen demand of your crops while driving the sensor over the field. I like how it actually tells you the stuff on it. Compared to the Proactive, this sensor can only be used at daytime. That's interesting. So I don't need this front attachment, right? Since I'm only using it on the back. I guess to hold a weight. Because if it's too stinking heavy, I don't know. I'm just gonna assume it's fine. If it's not, I have just shot myself in the foot. I get it if you can afford afford it. Good to have. What are you referring to? This tractor? Or were you referring to the thingy thing? The front hitch. Ah, yeah, I definitely could have afforded it, but that was dumb on me. Let's see. Hitch that up. See, this is why I should have got it. Dumb on me. But this one is actually having an easier time pulling it, so I mean, it is scraping the ground, but it's fine. Let's see. Automatic applications, good. Turn on crop sensor. Thought the crop sensor would just be automatically on. Okay, so the crop sensor's on. Change work width, leaves that the same. So close cover. Okay, can't tell if the cover's closed or not. Crop sensor is on. So I should be able to put some lime on this field. You might need a front weight. No, we're just gonna drag it. We're just gonna drag it. It'll be fine. Probably not, but it'll be fine. Like, seriously, it probably won't be, but we'll see. Yeah. Can we back up? Hey, look, it's doing better. How much does this thing weigh? That's the question. With everything, oh, it's shaking. It does not want to be on the ground. 2.7. Okay, so when we filled it up, that explains why. This weighs more than the actual tractor, so. Stupid knee. Yeah. Okay, let's go there and then just start spreading. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, it actually, if you could tell, it like speeds up at times and then it's slowing down at certain spots. Oh, did I mean to do that? That's actually really stinking cool. That's actually really, really cool. And now that we're almost empty, this thing moves light. It moves fast as hell. Actually, I'm gonna go back and fix these tiny little sections that I messed up on. So, for example, this down here, and then probably this little section. Okay, let's go get some more. That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Definitely should have used a front weight. This is one time of many where a front weight is borderline mandatory. But it's fine. He gets the job done. Look at that. As it just squats down. Like, it just hits the ground instantly. Look at that. Pit my ride. See, this is how it's meant to be driven. Oh, and turn. We also save so much on lime buying it like that, because we just bought 2,000 liters for what, 382? We did that twice, but 382. Whereas lime, I think, is normally like 450. I think. Yeah. So let's see, 450, 382. That saved us 68 bucks. I was about to say 70 because I was going from 80 to 50, but then I quickly remembered there's a 2 there, so 68. Wait, did I do that right? I already forgot how much money I said. It was 382, right? Yeah, 382 versus 450. That's 50 bucks saved plus 18. Yeah, 68. Come on, buddy. Come on, get up to that speed. Get up to that speed. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Despite what they said about you in college, I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Now, apparently we needed a lot of lime, because this is crazy how bad off we were. But I think with that, the field is pretty much done. Let me change the work width so we could hit this tiny little section over here. Let's see. The Canadian government hooked me up with a check for $30. $30. Okay, for what? But last week slapped me with a $90 speeding ticket. First speeding ticket I've ever gotten in my life. Actually, it's crazy. My first ever speeding ticket, like, I got, and then 1 week got another one. I think it was 1 week. One was speeding in my car, the other was speeding on my motorcycle. It's crazy. Can we make it to the end of this row? I don't think we're going to, but we're gonna get a decent chunk of this field done, and that is what matters. Okay, so now I want to hop out. How are we looking? Good? Bad? Good. Nitrogen's good. pH is good. Oh, wait. Do we gotta keep the nitrogen level up? Because it was at 65 before we fast forwarded to this month. Or not fast forwarded, but got to this month. Okay, so that's interesting. I did not know that. So we're gonna end up having to buy this tractor. Let's see, and here's the funny part. I was in bumper to bumper traffic on a 4-lane highway. Apparently it dips to 40 for like a kilometer, and I was doing 54. So yeah, they're just trying, was a speed trap. Nitrogen goes down as you grow, and nitrogen is from seeds, not seeds, but fertilizer. Okay, so we actually do need to buy a tractor here soon. So we're gonna need, I guess we could buy this setup. Guess we could legit buy this setup, but for now I'm going to return it. Well, we can't really afford to buy it, so I guess leasing is gonna be our best bet. I'd go slightly bigger. Yeah. So, hold on, let me turn this off. So what could we do? Because what is this? 2.9. We definitely need something heavier. Instantly 5 tons. I still want an ugly tractor though. Where's that small? Yeah, this one. It's only 3.3, which kind of stinks. So it's not super big, which kind of sucks. Oh, I remember this guy. He's kind of expensive as of right now. 3.3. Lord. Oh wait, I think this is the one I was gonna get. Oh, maybe not. Was it? We could. Let's see, that's super small. Honest opinion, fence 700. Yeah, but we always do fence stuff though. What is fence? Is that medium tractors? Yeah. Oops, I ain't got the money for that. I could lease it though. I definitely ain't got the money for it. You know, I don't think I own an Aseki. I like the way it looks. I think, okay, we need to go. Okay, we need to have a decent amount of horsepower. We need to have a decent amount of weight. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go small tractor. We're gonna sort these by weight, ascending. Yes, group mods last. Okay, so this guy, pretty chunky, decent amount of horsepower. Now he doesn't have a front attachment, so that is something we got to be aware of. He does not have a front attachment, but he can take the Pro Compact, which is good, and we can put a front weight on him should we need. So that's actually really good. This guy could work out. And for only 67k, and he has a decent amount of weight on him, so when does, okay, you said wait, fit 700 up to 300 horsepower. I think I meant the 500. This one. Let's see, go up to 300. How can this thing not have, how is it a small, but it does it is medium tires but no narrow? That's interesting. Whatever. Also, the fact that it has a front loader attachment. Hold up. Since this is an extreme playthrough, eventually we are going to need to pick up stuff and load stuff. Actually, I'm just going to use a forklift. Maybe. I don't know. 171 horsepower versus 104. I think this is where we go. Volvo. Plus, this is like doubly good because we had this on the forest map, but we didn't really use it a lot. So this gives us a reason to use that. Even though I really want to use some of these ugly looking tractors, like this is such a peculiar looking tractor. Like, I like it. I like it. The problem is a lot of them don't have a huge amount of horsepower, but this baby, it does. It does. Fent 200. It's so ugly. That's what I'm saying. It's so, like, look at that. That's super narrow. Like, look, and then this one is what we found on the server. Like, look at that. And then it's a cousin over here, her brother, this guy. Like, what is this? And so on the server, I plan to buy like land and put a garage for ugly tractors. Like this, I don't even know why they made this, but actually this entire top row is kind of ugly, minus the Rex. The Rex is natural. Actually, this is ugly too. The Lin track is unique, but yeah, I plan to spend my money on the server, not actually progressing a business, but buying tiny ugly tractors. And not even tiny, but just ugly tractors in general. Oh, oh, a chunky little guy. What? Also, the boost you get in some of these is like so negligible. Like, it's so negligible. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Especially since if I do this, I can buy this outright, like right now. Now the beacon lights I don't necessarily need, but I could buy this stuff outright. Does it have narrow tires? It does not. It has standard. It has standard. Medium. Oh, it's changing the back ones. Okay, hold up. So that's wide. That's medium. And that's standard. Huh. What's annoying is horsepower is so, that's like, they are very, very tiny on these small tractors. What torque output? These things don't have torque. let's see. With that, I am going to go ahead and return this stuff. But we do have a setup. We know what we're going to get. We know what we're going to work on. Makes probably 4 times more torque than horsepower. Yeah, because it is small. Open. I'm going to go change this thing again. Can I change it again? There you go. So every time we... Oh, I know what's happening. Every time I'm walking in, the automatic door thing is switching the way they look, regardless of me actually changing it. Okay, fast forward to the next day. The problem is this grass is going to take forever, especially since we're going 7-day months, which means we're just going to have a bunch of... I don't even know what I was thinking with the 7-day month thing. It's not truly necessary. Now, I do want to check on this. Okay, so the nitrogen level went up slightly. Don't know why. The pH value is good. It's no longer bad, so it's dropping. So yeah, okay. We'll fast forward again. When does rain affect it? Like, oh geez, like big diesel trucks can make 500 horsepower, but 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. Got water everywhere. Also, one thing I do like is that the property maintenance, since we don't actually have anything right now, fantastically cheap. Fantastically cheap. Okay, so the pH value is like jumping around, which is kind of cool. Or maybe is it just the spot that I'm looking at that's affecting that? No, it bounces around. It's kind of cool. My expected yield just jumped up because the most I can get is like 89%, but the expected yield is gone up to 87 instead of, I think it was like 80 before. So that's good. That's good. Oh, it's raining. That's not gonna be good. Scroll to the right. Roger, roger. Oh, not that. This. Okay. So if I do this, everything's still good. Wait, scroll to the right. It should show you. Let's see. On the map screen. Oh, you're saying through the filters. This thing? Is it this thing? I don't think this is what you meant. Oh, wait. No, it is. Oh, ooh. Colorful. Okay, so in some areas we are like about a 7.25. We have this really dark spot which is like an 8, but most of it is sitting at about a 6.75, maybe even a 6.5 in some parts. Not that does not look pretty to look at, and I'm not even sure what is a good nitrogen level. Apparently 65 is about good, and 65 is going to be around the orange. Oh, so we're good. We have red on the edges, which not my fault. The yield, not very good, question mark. So there are parts where we can get up to 125%. You got it. It varies by crop, usually in the middle. Got it. The seed rate is just standard through and through. That's bonus yield. Wait. So this is bonus yield. Or are you saying like these bottom few are bonus? Or are you saying all of this is bonused on top? You will always get the regular yield. So all of this is bonus? Ew, boy. Makes sense. I think. Even if it doesn't, it's fine. Even if it doesn't make sense to me, it's fine. It's raining. I fast forward again. I would like to cut the grass. I don't think I'm gonna have time to, and that's fine. Also, I'm not sure if I want to keep it on 7-day months, only because I feel like going forward, this is what's gonna be a lot of it. Is this, you know? Oh, what is that? Oh, what? 44. What did I do? What? By 2%. Our weed control is bad. How? We don't have weeds on this field. Like this is a field, right? These aren't fields. I feel like these are counting against me. And I feel like that's not fair. I should drop fertilizer. Let me check. Do we need fertilizer? I probably should actually. Fertilizer is nitrogen, right? Yeah. I need to buy a new tractor. That's what I need to do. I need to go ahead and buy that tractor. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. It shows perfect. Trust it. Bet. Let's see what 6-5. Let's see. September, October. Okay, so in October, so one more fast forward. Wait, 2 more fast forwards, and we should be able to. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop it down though, because 7-day month is not. I'm not sure what I thought was gonna happen by doing 7-day months. I guess in my head I was just gonna do a crap ton of contracts. Maybe. I can't think of why. Like, I really can't think of it. If anything, I could drive around the map and find those stupid, not stupid, but those leaves. What is it? The maple leaves. And that should get us some extra money. Okay, we're in October. Please be ready to harvest. It's ready to harvest. Wait, right? It's ready to harvest. And we did pretty good. Look at that. We did pretty good. pH value is good. The nitrogen level's perfect. I guess, I don't know how, but perfect. And we're expected about 87% yield. That's not bad. Okay. It's not raining either. Yeah. Okay, so let me. Oh wait, no. Garage. Oh wait, nope. I don't want to change. Well, yeah, we'll let it. Well, no. Indecisive. What's the outside look like? That one. Okay, so let's see. Green with white. Okay, green with white. On the bottom. So if I go in here, should change it. Okay. So it should look like that one now, right? Does it? Did it? Oh, it does. Okay, so every time I'm going in there, the auto garage thing is that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. I don't mind it. Okay, let's get to work. Wait, how do I get in this thing? Okay, I gotta start the engine. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, so that's lowering it. That's lifting. Change driving mode. It's faster. Yeah, here we go. Okay. 7. Look, I like how I got up to 7 miles per hour, even though the thing tops out at. Oh no, my cruise control is just set low. Why, I don't know. Oh, it's probably because it was set at the cruise control for the other. Wait, does this not have? What? Does it not have? Okay, so there is no steering thing with this. That's interesting. Okay, so just so you know, there is no steering assist with this thing. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I'm not a vehicle. So, see you, Cody. Okay, so let's, is the tool lifted? Yeah, I think it has to automatically be down. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Look at the speed of it. This is nice, actually. Can we cut some of this stuff on the edge too? Oh, that's not ours, so never mind. I'm loving this thing. And it's so quiet too. It's not loud, it's not obnoxious. Wait, is it actually cutting? Or am I tripping? Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, because it, okay, it's cutting it and just laying it right down. Yeah. Oh, we're cutting some more. How far can we cut? This is not even our field. I was going to say, at a certain point, it's not even our field anymore. I'm just going to take all of it. Whatever you're going to allow me to cut, I'll cut. And then once we get a windrower, we'll just kick it back onto our field. Like that. This is not bad. I like this thing. Wait, is it a first person? Oh! Does it have a horn? Oh, it doesn't have a horn. Okay, no horn. I don't think, unless I'm pressing the wrong button. This is so stupid. It's not stupid, it's realistic, but it's so stupid. You can cut other people's field as long as your tractor's on your field. Oh yeah, it just has to do that weird touch mechanic. Wait, is that a speed thing? No, it's not a speed thing. Okay. And then it backs up so quickly too. Like, look at that. Wait, did this thing have 2 modes or am I tripping? I could have swore. We gotta get that. Actually, since we own this one and it's the same thing, could I just go to the workshop and then just change the functionality of it? I don't think that's how that would work in real life, but do you think the game would try to force me to buy a whole nother one? Yeah, let's see if we can finagle the system here. We're gonna try to cut as much of this as we can. And the good part is, since we're just chopping it down, we don't need to be precise with this. They'll say, yeah, if I could just swap the heads, I'm not buying 2. Like, it might take us some time to swap them. Actually, like, even in real life, if it only took me, like, let's say 30 minutes, that's a lot. But let's say it took me at most 30 minutes to switch the heads, I'll just do that. There's no point in buying a whole nother machine, because now I gotta have space for a whole nother machine. Nah. Let's see. Eat. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is very neat. It's a very unique piece of machinery. Like, even once we get big enough to where I don't need this, I probably still will keep it. You know? Just because it does its job very well. I'm wondering, should I get the Macdon on this map? And the only reason I'm wondering, it's sort of like a middle of the road option, because the Macdon still does that extra 25% bonus to crop harvest. I think I'm wondering, does that work for precision farming? Because if it does, but I don't know. We use machines called Ventrax at work. Horrible to work on, but super universal. Most heads swap in 5 minutes or less. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll probably go with the Macdon situation again, just because that bonus is going to help us at least get started early on. Now, the question is going to be, and it sucks, it's gonna be, how am I going to go about, I think I'll just, the Macdon I'm gonna need a lot of. I'm gonna need to use a lot for mowing. So I'll probably keep that, actually like legit buy that. The harvester itself though, I'll probably lease that when it comes time to. We're almost done with this field. And I think what I'll do, since I am kind of going over time a little bit, once we finish this field, I'm going to grab the windrower. Hopefully it works. The thing is, it's going to take us a lot of laps. It's going to take us a lot of laps. But the only other option I have is do a crap ton of contracts so I can make a lot of money, because this is not going to net us a lot of money. Let's be honest here. I don't think this is going to net us a buku amount of money. And it just is what it is. Like, I don't think we're going to become overnight millionaires with this, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's assume we had a bunch of mowers and a sickle bar, which you're using right now. Mower on a 15-foot arm. You could do ditches or even trim trees and hedges. And that's actually probably what this thing is used for. So it does have a purpose in real life, because I was trying to think about what would be the point. But if you're using it for stuff other than farming or ditches, probably works super well. And actually, this way you wouldn't need, I remember seeing a mod on Mod Hub where it's like this thing that you put on the back of the tractor to be like sort of this crane-like mower to mow grass and ditches. But you could use this if that's the case. You don't need that, which is actually really good. Let AI do it. Reason to buy a new machine. The AI doesn't work. AI doesn't work. AI doesn't work on this thing. I've tried. Like, I'm not sure what's the reason, but I keep trying and AI will not activate. Steering assist won't turn on. AI won't, like, it just won't turn on for this. Which, this is the first machine I've ever had this issue with. But it's not a big issue. I don't mind. And the cool part is, if you look on the map, the part at the top left of our field that I know is a different type of soil, I don't remember which type, it is already going to be giving us like the green in the section for yield. I don't know what to do with this section. That's not our fault. Can't really do anything about it. But let's see, it's the spikes on the wheel. Must have been patched because I used AI all the time. It could just be I've messed it up somehow. That is very much possible. I get high and watch women run behind that exact machine and laugh. Oh, jeez. Almost done. Now, as far as like real life work, would I use this machine in real life? Yes and no. Because I would be mowing the grass, but I would need to actually pick up the grass, so I wouldn't use this for that. Which I guess you would have to come back and use the windrower and bale it or whatever. That's another thing. It's been a long time, but I'm gonna have to at some point buy a baler and then just leave the bales on the field, because I can't afford to buy a storage unit. I mean, I have the space for it, I have the land for it, but I can't afford to do that at the moment. Let's see. That was on your mega farm. So she was running around a 50-acre field. IRL, that's a big machine. You'd be limited on jobs. It is kind of chunky. He's a bit of a chunky boy. I don't know. The only problem is like picking up the grass. But yeah, if you're gonna make money on it, I'd get a Toro Flex Wing unit, a lot like a Crone mower, but smaller. Let's see. Turn this off. Turn the cruise control up. Up. Let it do its thing. But yeah, I think MacDon might be our saving grace here. The only problem is the cost. Yikes. Well, actually, we could save up for that. It won't take us too long. And let's see, how big is the header? 5 meters? Okay, so really not even worth it, actually. Because if the header is 5 meters, welcome back, Cody. If the header is 5 meters and we look at this, this is 4.2. So what's the point? Oh, that's 2.2 meters. This thing might not be too great. Let me do that. Go over here. Let's go to customize. Yes, we can. And it's only a $3,000 upcharge. The question is, do I want to do that? I don't know. We'll say that for the next one. I'll figure it out. But how's our field looking now? Yeah, bad on nitrogen, but okay. We do need to, because we really just need to bale everything. So with the field this small, there's actually really no point in. I don't need the MacDon. Wait, let me check real quick before I get off and before I forget. The MacDon, its speed when cutting is 14 miles per hour, so it is faster, a lot faster. But I'd much rather have the Crone, if I'm being honest with myself. Thing is, can't afford the stinking chrome. We might just save up for the chrome, or just go with a basic tractor. No, we'll save it for the chrome. Once we have enough money for the chrome, then we'll figure everything else out, I guess. I don't know. But with that, I need to get on off of here. Gonna make a phone call. Our big mowers work about 30 feet wide. That'd be fantastic. And it's a pull behind unit. Gibbles. Between after wait. Remember the last message I sent? The wait? Am I sick? I don't think I am. Jeez. About the attachment. Oh yeah, the one about you will own that option. Wait, the mower or the windrower? Oh, you're saying if I do that, I will own the I see what you're saying. If I buy the windrower, I would own it, so then I can just switch back and forth with it switch back and forth between them without actually having to pay for them, which is nice. The problem is only 2.2 meters, which means the laps I just made on that, I pretty much have to double it. And I might as well just use a baler since I got to turn to silage anyway. And the baler is wider than 2.2 meters, I think. I don't know. I'll just have to think about it. I don't have a plan just yet. But I kind of want to save it for the crone. But yeah. See you, Cody. With that 2.3. Negligible. With that, do the YouTube stuff. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And leave a comment, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on social media such as TikTok or Twitter, please feel free to do so. And if you want to join the Discord, the link's down in the description below. I will be playing Car X Street later today, but no time soon. But I need to get some cars. Jeez. I don't have an OnlyFans. Maybe one day I will. I'll do it for my hideous feet. But with that, I shall say peace and good night.